11th, 2021 to order. If you would rise and join us in the invocation and pledge, please.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for this meeting that has brought so many people together, whether it's the individuals that provide services and joy to our community with our fairs and our festivals and the good food, and we thank you for them. We thank you for the business people here today that create opportunity. We thank you for the media people here that spread what we hope is the good word in our great county. We thank you for our staff that works so hard to serve the citizens of Harrison County. I pray for all the individuals in this room and that they have a wonderful day with peace, kindness, and forgiveness of sin, Lord, and that they all return home safely to their family and their friends and their pillow this evening. We pray all this to you in Jesus' name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
Hardly nobody there.
Okay, 10 a.m. funding request, West Virginia Italian Heritage Festival, out of Durango. You're up, Mr. Durango.
Do we not?
It doesn't, it's up to you. You're fine where you're at. If you want to come up there, you can.
Okay. We are requesting funding like we have in the past. You've got the County Commission in the past has always generously supported our festival. This is our 43rd year, hard to believe. Of course, last year we had to do a virtual model because of how bad COVID was. This year we are going to be back, a little bit different format. We're going to be at Jackson Square instead of Main Street. Obviously not on the Courthouse Plaza like we are used to and what we love, but the decision was made in order to save us money and in order to prepare for if COVID would get bad again. And of course right now as we see rising numbers, it looks like our plan's in place for the fact that
That on the TV.
for a while, so and follow the governor's plan. So anyways, that being said, we're moving forward. We are providing entertainment, a full slate of entertainment as usual. We take great pride in the fact that we provide free entertainment to the public and a good caliber of entertainment. For the weekend, we're going to be having, just to give you a snapshot, Friday night, the headliner is going to be John and Gotti. Saturday night, it's going to be Stayin' Alive, a tribute to the Bee Gees. And they were here a few years ago. They're a really good group. And then Sunday, it's John Lloyd Young. He's a Tony Award winner and Grammy winner. He played Frankie Valli in the movie Jersey Boys and was the original Frankie Valli on Broadway. So he's got a great show. So I think we have a great lineup, and it's going to be a new, different atmosphere. Any funding that we can receive obviously helps us, because we struggle every year, but this year even more so. Our numbers are down. Part of the reason why we said when we could save a significant amount of money moving to Jackson Square, it was the smart thing to do this year. So, do you have any questions for me?
Madam President, can we give the festival their $2,000,
Is that your motion?
please?
Okay, motion's been made to donate $2,000 to the Italian Heritage Festival. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
No opposition. Okay, motion carried. You got it.
Get that.
Okay, is there anyone signed up for public comment?
Madam President.
Okay. Anyone on Zoom wish to speak publicly? Anyone on Zoom wish to speak publicly? Hearing none, we will move on to the consent agenda. What's the pleasure? Delbert, did you wish to speak? Mr. Arbogast?
I don't see a hand up anywhere.
Oh, I do.
That's
Oh.
Johnny's hand.
No,
that's-
I'm-
Okay, thank you. Okay. Was there something, that was yours, okay. Number 2, consent agenda. What's the pleasure?
Motion to move forward and adopt into record.
Motion to move forward with the consent agenda and adopt into record. Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 3, payroll change notices.
Motion to adopt into record and move forward. At the same time, Laura, can you please give the three of us an idea of how many of these individuals will be leaving us when school starts, so we have a ballpark idea of what we'll be left with?
These 9 here will be leaving us right after school starts, by the end of September.
So 1st of September, this will be dry.
A little past the 1st of September, but yes.
Okay.
I have a question. Why are we involved in this? These people don't work for us, they work for Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec's decision to hire these people, not ours. I think our attorney's already looked into it. If he wants to speak to it. If he doesn't, that's all right.
If I can address it, Commissioner, a draft opinion has been circulated to the county administrator. We have not sat down and discussed the draft legal opinion on the issue which you raised. Once we do that, we would then present the formal opinion to the 3 of you, but certainly looking at the statutory scheme, the Parks and Rec Board does have power, it appears, to hire, fire, but we're going to have to look at the overall picture and impact there, as well as how items have historically been broken up or apart between the county commission and Parks and Rec. We've got to clarify who's going to do what, who's on first, and how we move it forward. Anything you want to add?
No, I was reviewing his document that he submitted yesterday, and we'll get that circulated to you as soon as possible.
So again, how do we have the authority to do this?
Did you make the motion to approve?
Yeah,
Okay.
motion approved, please.
Okay,
Call the
motion's
question.
been made to approve number
Susan,
3.
We also have another issue that you guys brought up. You have somebody that if you're gonna pin there are employees, and what are you gonna do about the gentleman that, works for his father out there?
Well, I think that's,
Jacob Comer. I mean, you've got, is he our employee? Is he their employee?
well, right now, that's not on the agenda. What we're dealing with now, yes, it does. Yes, it
How
does.
does it happen when Robertson was on the agenda? You guys brought this up and said it was a conflict. of
But
interest.
that, he was on the agenda. So right now, I don't see that name on this agenda. You want to bring it up, we can bring it up at a later.
Jacob D. Comer, number B.
Oh, okay. I'm
It's on
sorry.
the agenda. I
Okay.
guess I read the agenda.
I guess I don't. I guess I just overlooked it. But we will move on.
Call the question, Madam President.
Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No,
Okay, please note the opposition. Okay, minutes and/or amended minutes of the previous meeting.
Motion to move forward, please, and adopt into record. I have no concerns.
Motion to move forward and adopt into record. I didn't see anything myself. I did review the minutes.
Thank you for reading the agenda, Madam President.
Is there any further discussion? Hearing none.
I'm not allowed to discuss, so go ahead.
I didn't say that.
You guys called the vote while I was trying to discuss, so just keep on trucking.
Any further discussion on the minutes? Please note that Mr. Hinkle can discuss if he wishes. It was open for
Would you
discussion.
please note when Mr. Hinkle's allowed to discuss?
I just did.
I can discuss the minutes. I don't have anything I want to say at the moment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Requisition purchase orders invoices number 5, and there is a letter A, vendor requisition list of payments. What's the pleasure?
Madam President, I do have one change to that. The original list included a mileage reimbursement for the total of $9.08. I did have to pull that because the wrong form was submitted with that. So the total just comes down by $9.08.
And what number on the, do you know which number it is on the, so we can note to remove it?
35048.
Motion to move forward as stated by the county administrator, please.
Motion's been made to move forward as stated by the county administrator, removing the one work order number.
Have any other numbers been removed?
No, that is the only one.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Exoneration corrective tickets, joint property applications. It appears that we have exonerations under A and corrective tickets under Exhibit B. A
Motion,
and B.
motion to move forward with A and B, please.
Motion to move forward with number 6, exoneration corrective tickets, joint property applications A and B.
Yes.
Any discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 7, consideration of approval of a project fund requisition payment of cost associated with Charles Point Economic Opportunity Development Series 2015 A and B. Development District Number 3, White Oaks Project Number 2. And there are 2 requisitions, A and B.
Motion to move forward with requisition A for $327,303.24. And B, which is,
Now you're looking,
oh, I'm sorry, I'm down one, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Requisition A, $1,406.25, and B, $34.50. I'm sorry, cousin.
3750.
Yeah.
Okay. Motion's been made to approve number 7, A and B, 2 requisitions. Any further discussion
No, ma'am.
or any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 8, consideration of approval of project fund requisitions for payment costs associated with the General Services Administration Building Series 2020 bonds issued for the Harrison County Building Commission. A, 1 requisition.
Motion to move forward $327,303.24 to Wrightmont Construction, please.
Motion has been made to approve 8A, requisition. Any discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 9, review, discuss, consider business zoning compliance for limited video lottery retailer license, Christine Hotspot Lounge LLC, 13.
This is one that we have approved before for her video licensing and everything else. Now she's wanting to do prepackaged foods. So it comes before you again for permission to move forward with that.
Okay.
Motion to move forward with Christine's Spot Lounge LLC.
Motion to move forward with number 9 as stated. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Hearing none, motion carried. Okay, we have, I think it's a 10:15, am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Funding request, Salem Apple Butter Festival. Mayor Samples and Mr. Davis.
We also have Gary
And
Martin.
we have Gary
He
Martin.
is the president of it, so
Okay,
I was the stand-in.
well,
for
that's
him.
who's listed here. I just, so,
We are
Gary,
planning on 4 days.
do you want to
Our
identify
festival's
yourself for?
October the 7th to the 10th.
Yeah, identify yourself
Huh?
first. She wants to tell who you are first.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's Gary. She wants you to tell who you are.
Just give us your name.
My name is Gary Martin.
Thank you.
I'm General Chairman of the Salem Apple Butter Festival. And we are planning on 4 days, October 7th through the 10th. As our website says, it's COVID possible. We're trying to follow the guidelines from the state, DHHR, and all those that are concerned in lockdowns and making situations difficult. I've been chairman for 30 years. Since January, I've undergone colon surgery and removed 40% of my colon. I'm currently under chemo treatment. I've got 2 more this month. I should be finished, I hope. We've cut the budget in half. That's why I'm here requesting money to make it as easy on the committee as possible.
Madam President, motion to move forward with allocating the $2,000 to the Apple Butter Festival.
I'm happy with whatever I get.
Motion's been made to allocate $2,000 for the Apple Butter Festival. Any discussion?
I'd like to amend the motion to 5,000. Four-day event.
Are you willing to amend your motion?
No.
Motion has been made to allocate $2,000. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
Note the opposition.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Okay, number 10, review, discuss, consider matters relating to improper uses of county websites by third parties. Potential executive session pursuant to attorney-client privilege. Under State Code 69A412. Anybody want to make a motion to go into executive session?
I'd like to know why we're going in. I don't have any idea what we're talking about.
Or we're going to go into executive session?
Do you know about it?
I know a little bit about it, yes.
Who told you? Patsy know about it?
I do.
So why doesn't the third commissioner know what this is about? Why have I not been told?
I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna find out exactly what we're talking about, because even though we do know
I
about
just
it,
wanna know why I haven't been told.
you asked me a question and I'm trying to give you an answer.
Okay, what's the answer? Why I wasn't
My
told?
answer is I don't know exactly what we're talking about. I know of it and I'm interested to hear what's going on.
I'm not sure if that gets us into executive session. I know it doesn't get us any attorney-client privilege that you all wish to keep doing, and if Trey, you and I want to spend the next hour going over what you sent me, I'm more than happy to, because there is no attorney-client privilege here.
Commissioner Hinkle, I entirely disagree with your assessment. This is to discuss a matter which involves potential litigation.
Let's go through these that you sent. I've been waiting for this, and you can't do anything about it, Susan.
Just make the
What do you
motion
mean I
right now.
can't do anything
You
about it?
can't
It's
tell
not on
me
the
not to
agenda.
quiet. You want to go into executive session under attorney-client privilege?
To discuss matters that may involve litigation, yes.
Motion to move forward as the
There's
county
no
attorney stated.
attorney-client privilege unless you're gonna show me that it has to do with something that we are gonna be called into court over.
I'll call the question, Madam
Motion
President.
has been made
Okay.
to go into executive session.
You can't
Pursuant
call
to
attorney-client privilege.
Attorney-client privilege. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Say aye to discuss matters that may involve.
To discuss matters that may involve possible litigation.
Is the sheriff and the prosecutor gonna be in the, meeting? Have they been notified?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Okay.
Is our lawyer gonna be in there?
All in
'Cause I don't
favor
know why he was
signify by
gonna be
saying
in there.
aye. Aye.
Aye.
It's an
Any
executive session.
opposed? Okay,
I
hearing
don't want you in
none.
there.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
So I wanna go on the record that I'm against our attorney being in the meeting for executive session. I'll make $5 and be my lawyer.
I love them. My dad lives in. Motion to go back into regular session, please.
Motion to go back into regular session. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, hearing none, motion carried. 10:30. Harrison County Economic Development Court, Mike Jenkins,
Here.
wherever you want to do it from.
Morning, everyone. I'll start out, thank you, everybody, for especially appointing me back to the corporation at the last meeting. Sorry I wasn't in attendance. And wanted to give an update on what's been going on. On May the 18th, the Harrison County Economic Development Corporation had a meeting in Bridgeport. Director Williams discussed possibilities of applying for grants for 50,000 square foot buildings over on the new property that was bought over next to the airport, right below there where the Harvest Medical has been bought. So they're applying for some grants for that. After we went into an executive session, we toured the new Bridgeport Athletic Complex, the bridge, followed the meeting, had a really good tour of that. It's a beautiful facility. June the 22nd, I attended and went over to County Attorney Trey Zimmerman's office for the closing. We finalized the documents on the Harvest Medical. That was a long-term project that was, Commissioner Hinkle was involved in negotiations through it, get it all brought home. We got all the paperwork finalized and finished, kind of out of order, but we actually finally got it finished and finalized. I'm glad to hear that's been put to rest. July the 19th, the Harrison County Economic Development meeting, Authority meeting was canceled for lack of topics. We didn't have nothing to bring everybody in, and a lot of people was on vacation and stuff, so we canceled it. The next meeting will be October the 18th at 1 p.m. here in the council, in the office here. Harrison County Corporation met on August the 3rd. Election was held for 2 open positions. One was a 3-year term, one was a 2-year term. 3-year term was won by Commissioner Hinkle, and the 2-year term was won by Devane, I believe it's Devana Conley? Corley. Sorry, I'm sorry. And Dr. Anthony Hancock, for interim president from Pierpont College, addressed everybody and talked about the economic growth in the north central area and how to work with education. It was very good topics. Director Amy Williams reported there was $220 million worth of current economic development going on in the county. Tracy Miller from the airport reported that work on and future work coming to the airport, and June was the busiest month on record. That's my report.
Thank you.
Any questions?
But I
Thank y'all.
appreciate you coming.
All right, appreciate it.
You got it. Okay, number 11, review, discuss, consider not having commission meeting on the following dates: September 8th, December 1st, and December 29th, 2021. I believe Ms. Pease explained that to us last week. What's the pleasure?
Let's make the motion and move forward, and we'll also add a contingency that should we need a special meeting, we could move forward due to unforeseen business.
Motion's been made to move forward with those 3 dates not having meetings, as well as if we need a special meeting, we can do that, correct?
Please.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Review, discuss, consider Sheriff's Department requesting funding for special duty agreements be added to current budget.
I actually had a conversation with the sheriff. Originally, he wanted to see if we would transfer $160,000 plus from general fund into a special overtime line item. Instead, we have agreed that for this fiscal year, he was budgeted $250,000. We're going to split that overtime amount and make another line item, keep track of the contracts that he has entered in for the different deputies, and just split his current overtime budget. We are not going to add anything from the general fund into his budget.
So there's no action to be taken?
There's no action to be taken, and at the same time, Blair, we are right now, some $650,000 in reimbursement money in lieu of a shortfall. So this is goes clear back to 2019.
Correct.
You know, this is like the vending machine at the hospital. You know, over the past few years, we've fallen behind on things. You've got to neaten this stuff up. You know, reimbursements can't happen if we don't ever actually get reimbursed.
Right.
That's not a loan, that's a unforeseen shortfall. So you're gonna have to neaten this up, because there's not gonna be any reimbursements, because there's not gonna be any money. Okay.
I'm still, I guess, a little confused. They're requesting a new line item and to move money from one line item into a new line item. Is that what you're requesting?
Yes,
Sheriff is requesting?
from his overtime budget and make
So
another,
we're gonna split his overtime budget between the present line item into a new line item, 108.
correct, yes. His subcategory for the contractual overtime.
And David, what I'm saying is the $250,000, that'll cap it unless he gets reimbursed money. See what I'm saying, Laura? So you
Yeah,
can,
but why can't we go ahead and move 150,000, at least 250 over into this new line item to cover that cost?
That's what you're gonna split
That's what
that
she's
money.
doing.
Yes, we're splitting the
Two
I'd
different
like to make a motion that that's what she does, so there's no discrepancy that we move 150,000 out of the present line item for overtime into this new line item 001-700-108-01.
I second that, and also add to that we're not gonna exceed it without reimbursement received. Because then it's going into, you know, money. Okay?
Motion's been made by Mr. Hinkle to go ahead and split that line item, create a new line item. And not put anything in there until we know that we've been reimbursed for it.
Which the sheriff can do whatever he wants with it.
Right. Okay, any further discussion?
Okay, I just want to make sure that we're taking 150 or 125,000 and putting it in this new.
No, from his, we're gonna
It's all
split
one.
his. We're gonna split
Okay,
his
so
line.
split. So
We're
it's
not putting any
125.
additional out of general county in his
I
budget.
understand that.
Okay. Make sure.
Correct, 125.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay, hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 13, consideration of adoption of an order of the commission which would appoint members of the Charles Point Economic Opportunity Development District Board. A, James Cava, and B, William Phillips.
Motion to move forward with A and B, please.
Did we not do CAPA a couple meetings ago?
No, we waited, didn't we? Said we would wait.
We waited on both.
Did we? Okay.
Motion's been made to move forward with number 13 and appoint James Cava and William Phillips to the Charles Point Economic Opportunity Development District Board. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Okay, number 14, review, discuss, consider the Farmland Protection Board moving forward with Quill Ward's application of 100 acres plus or minus based on survey.
Madam President, Mr. Sewell is here, and maybe he could give us a rundown real quick and explain that that's property adjacent to property.
This is just to do the due diligence.
need any discussion, move to approve.
Bye, Jean. Billy, thank you so much for being here. Could you please explain to everybody in here that may be interested, including me, of exactly what we're doing? Thank you.
Quill Ward's grandfather gave him some property and requested that the meadow of that property be put in farmland protection. It's right along Route 20. There's a development across from it. It's access to city water. Meets all of our criteria. And as you turn into the Johnstown Road from 20, the left side's already in it. And so this is just an application to put the Ward side across from Johnstown Road. And we're just requesting to do the due diligence, the appraisals, the survey, all the necessary things to proceed with that. But, you know, in the end, we'll have to come back to the commission, but we're just wanting to move forward with it. We ranked it very high ranking, soil tests, etc. But we're asking just for the board just wants to move forward.
Thank you so much for being here. Call the question.
Patsy, while we're on discuss it, all I see on the agenda is picture. In the future, if you could supply us with all the information that you just talked about, so we can see beforehand, so we can make a decision. All we have is a picture to go on. We don't have any of the information that you just said, and so agenda-wise, it's very vague, that we don't know what we're talking about. If you hadn't been here today, we couldn't have moved on this.
And we do have everything in the planning commission too.
And Madam President, I think that's what we need to do. Laura, could you from now on
Yes,
make sure the
yes,
planning
we will
commission presents all
provide
the
the
information?
application.
Thank you. Still
Motion,
move to approve.
okay, motion's been made to approve number 14. All in favor, signify, any more discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Okay, number 15, update on Hart Building. Pictures presented. Anybody wish to speak to that?
I asked for this to be on the agenda. I know that we've gotten a lot of calls about this building. This is the one next to the Hexaval Post Office, and that is what it looked like. And with the progress that we have done, let me just go ahead and scroll down a little bit. That was them in their progress. It was filled with tons of junk. Go ahead. And that's what it looks like today. Planning department has been really moving on getting some structures taken care of throughout the county. And that was one that we've gotten, since I've been appointed as interim in April. I know I got several calls on it. So I like to see the finished product and want to give you an update on that.
Who tore the house down?
That would be a Charlotte question, but I believe it was Kate's Construction.
What cost it would have to?
That, he won a bid for 3 different properties, so I'd have to look at the bid and see which one this one was,
This piece of property we're gonna market.
possibly.
Possibly. We want to market.
Yeah, we don't wanna be in the
We wanna-
business of holding on to properties.
Thank you so much.
Okay. No further on that. Okay, Laura, your administrator's report?
Yes. So we've had a lot of progress with the different properties throughout the county. That was Hart. Different projects that we have going on, just like maintenance, we'll be finishing up on the third bridge, or on bridge number 3, but it'll be the second one that they complete this. It's very close to being completed. We have Port Street lights are done. We have the farmer's market that happens between Port Street and the plaza on Wednesdays that started last week, so it'll be happening again, hopefully, depending on the weather today. And we're just looking forward to moving forward and getting some of these tasks that have been building up completed.
They supplied us with insurance.
I will double check, I believe that's all taken care of through the city of Foster. That they submitted the paperwork, I'll get it.
Anything else?
That's all I have.
Mr. Treecott?
I mean,
I have nothing. Mr. Hinkle?
No. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Mr. Samples, it was good to see you.